Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Judy. I am the daughter of the late President Mwai Kibaki, and I wish to make this tribute to a very special man, my father. Mr. Mwai Kibaki was known by many names. His Othaya constituents called him Mheshimiwa. For the first 30 years he was in government, he was also called Waziri. At some point during that period, he was also called Vice President Mwai Kibaki. Then in 1993, the media started referring to him as Opposition Leader Mwai Kibaki. This title lasted 10 years. Then he was sworn in as president in December 2002. And everybody started referring to him as Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya. Through his journeys of transformation from Mheshimiwa to His Excellency the President, Mwai Kibaki remained just dad to me and my 3 brothers. He did everything a dad is supposed to do. He drove me to school when he did not have important early morning appointments. He attended the parents-teachers meetings when they were convened and listened keenly to what the teachers had to say about my progress, or rather lack of it, much to his consternation. He seemed to be more appraised about my diligence in making numerous friends, but not in scoring A's. He took all this in his stride, just as he did so many other things in his life. Many people have referred to my dad as their mentor. Mwai Kibaki was my mentor too. He mentored me on so many aspects of my life. Patience was one value I learned from him. He taught me that nothing good comes instantly. You must work hard at it. He said, stay focused. He often said, and those who chose to listen to his wise counsel, me included, managed to navigate the challenges that life presents. We shared Dad not just with his constituents here in Othaya, but with the rest of Kenya and in fact the whole world. People often wondered how such a high-ranking leader could have time for his family. Dad had plenty of time for me and my siblings. He blocked off his diary when we were on school vacations and took time to be with us. When our birthdays rolled around, he hosted our friends in the garden of his home for our birthday parties. Ever the jovial personality that he was, he would invite my friends' parents to stay on and be part of the celebration. They all knew Dad and his kind hospitality. By being present on our special days, and as much as possible when time allowed, he remained part and parcel of my life. He found time to fly to the United States to attend my university graduation, which was on a Sunday. He flew out of the US the same night, was back in Nairobi on Monday night, and was able to participate in his then political party's election on Wednesday morning. It was a KANU election at that time. It was a balancing act all his life, and he managed it well. You gave me sufficient time, Dad. Dad gave me time, so I also dedicated a lot of time to him too. Just as he supported me through my formative years when I was through with education, I spent a considerable amount of time supporting him in the development of his assets, something which I enjoy doing even today. This has been a lesson on give and take. One of those investments was his political career. I can honestly say that Dad's political victories were hard-won battles. I was in the thick of his 4 presidential campaigns. They were not easy, but my siblings and I came to know many people and we made many friends. These were true lessons on resilience. Dad's public life was his. He did not drag me into his public rallies and harambes. It was voluntary. Dad was a Democrat even in his own home. He knew I had other interests I wished to pursue, and he encouraged me to do so. He did not want to make me into a replica of himself. No. Dad wanted me to grow into a well-educated, focused individual with a strong character and a unique, defined personality. This is what he dreamt and hoped for every Kenyan. So he worked at it all his life because he sincerely believed that a nation of well-developed individuals would surely prosper to great heights. This was Dad's vision. My father was a great man, yes. He also had fine human qualities. He was kind and very generous. He dedicated his life to the service of Kenya. He served Kenyans with humbleness and humility. He participated in 10 general elections over a span of 50 years. Each time, going back to request his constituents to re-elect him as Member of Parliament to enable him to continue serving them. Each time, they did re-elect Dad because they believed him and he lived up to his promises. I can say there are many lessons that can be learned from my dad's life. One of the more important ones is that victory can be gained peacefully. Dad was peaceful at home and in his work. Your work has been diligently done.